Have you ever pondered how vastly different our world would be without the invention of the wheel? Picture a world where every journey, no matter how short or long, is afoot. Envision a world where moving a heavy object means you're literally shouldering the weight. A world devoid of bicycles, cars, trains, and airplanes. A world without industry as we know it. It's a bit of a head-scratcher, isn't it? From the moment it was invented, the wheel has been spinning its magic, revolutionizing the way we live, work, and play. It's one of those things we take for granted, yet it's as indispensable as the air we breathe. Transport, industry, even the simplest tasks like moving a heavy object from point A to point B, all owe their ease and efficiency to this humble invention. The wheel is such a common sight that we hardly give it a second thought, yet it has played a pivotal role in shaping our civilization. It's the cornerstone of our progress, the axle around which our world rotates. It's not just about the physical wheels we see around us. It's also about the concept of rotation and circular motion that has been integral in the development of numerous technologies. Consider the hard drive of your computer, or the turbine of a jet engine, or even the gears of a clock. They all hinge on the principle of the wheel. Would these technologies have been possible in a wheel-less world? It's hard to imagine, isn't it? Our cities are designed around the wheel. Our roads, our factories, our vehicles, they all bear the imprint of this remarkable invention. It's an element so deeply ingrained in our lives that we can't conceive a world without it. The wheel is not just a product of human ingenuity, it's a testament to our relentless pursuit of progress. It's a symbol of our journey from the caves to the stars. It's a beacon that lights our path to the future. Now let's delve into the intriguing history of this everyday marvel, the wheel. The story of the wheel begins with our ancient ancestors. Picture this. The year is around 3500 BC, and we're in ancient Mesopotamia, an area that now encompasses parts of modern-day Iraq, Syria, and Turkey. At this time, the wheel was not yet the ubiquitous symbol of progress and movement that we know today. In fact, its first application was far removed from transportation. The wheel was initially a tool of artistry and function, used in the creation of pottery. Yes, you heard right. The wheel started its journey in the hands of crafty potters, spinning clay into beautiful forms. The potter's wheel was a simple, circular platform that could be spun around an axis. This allowed potters to shape and mold their clay with an ease and uniformity previously unimagined. The invention of the wheel in this context was a game changer, elevating the craft of pottery and setting the stage for the wheel's future roles. But how did we move from pottery to transportation? Well, it's believed that somewhere along the line, a particularly bright spark realized that the wheel could serve a greater purpose. This would have been a light bulb moment in human history, equivalent to the first time someone decided to put pineapple on pizza. The leap from pottery to transportation didn't happen overnight. It took several centuries for the wheel to evolve from a stationary tool to a mobile one. The first wheeled vehicles were likely simple carts or wagons pulled by humans or animals. These early wheels were made from a single piece of wood, creating a solid disc that was both sturdy and cumbersome. Despite their rudimentary design, these wheeled vehicles revolutionized transportation. They allowed for the movement of heavy goods over long distances, paving the way for trade and exploration. Suddenly, our ancestors could travel further and faster than ever before, expanding their horizons both literally and figuratively. From a pottery tool to a transportation game changer, the wheel was on a roll. And as we'll see in the next scene, this was just the beginning of its journey. The wheel didn't stop at being a mere pottery tool or primitive cart component. Rather, it embarked on a journey of evolution, transforming itself from a simple wooden disc to the complex rubber tire wheel we know today. The ancient wooden disc wheels served their purpose but were heavy and not quite fit for long distances. The solution? Enter the spoked wheel. Lighter, stronger, and more efficient, the spoked wheel was a leap forward in wheel technology. The first instances of this ingenious design can be traced back to around 4,000 years ago with the invention of the chariot. The chariot was the sports car of ancient times, if you will, and it changed the game for transportation and warfare. Fast forward to the medieval times, and we see the wheel taking on a new role in mills and machinery, harnessing the power of water and wind. It was during this period that the wheel truly began to drive the progress of civilization, becoming an essential tool in agriculture and industry. But the wheel's evolution didn't stop there. The Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries brought about the next big change. With the introduction of rubber from the New World and the invention of vulcanization by Charles Goodyear in the mid-19th century, the rubber tire was born. This was a game changer. Suddenly, wheels were not just for carts and machinery, but for bicycles, cars, and a whole host of modern transportation. This new elastic and durable wheel provided a smoother, faster ride and paved the way for the transportation revolution of the 20th century. From the Ford Model T to the Apollo moon rover, the rubber tire has been an integral part of our journey into the modern age. The wheel, as we know it, continued to evolve, adapting to our ever-changing needs. From a humble pottery tool to the driving force behind our civilization, the wheel has certainly come a long way. But its journey isn't over yet. Who knows what the wheel of the future might look like? Fast forward to the present day, where the wheel takes center stage in our lives. Just imagine, if you will, a world without wheels. It's a bit like trying to picture a zebra without stripes. From the moment we wake up until we lay our heads down at night, the wheel is an ever-present companion. It's our silent partner, spinning and turning, making our lives easier, faster, and more efficient. Take transportation, for instance. Cars, trucks, bicycles, trains, airplanes, they all rely on the humble wheel. Without it, goods wouldn't get to markets, people wouldn't get to work, and life would be just a little bit harder. But the wheel's influence extends far beyond transportation. It's the beating heart of industry, too. Factories across the globe hum with the rhythm of wheels, whether they're spinning cotton into cloth, shaping molten metal into car parts, or churning out millions of chocolate bars to satisfy our sweet tooth. Even in the digital realm, the wheel is indispensable. The spinning discs inside our computers and servers, the reels of film in a movie projector, the rotating plates in our microwaves, all of these rely on the principle of the wheel. And let's not forget our daily lives. The wheels in our watches keep time ticking along. The spinning drum in our washing machine keeps our clothes clean, and the wheels on our office chairs, well, they make those long Monday meetings just a tad more bearable. It's virtually impossible to name a sector that doesn't benefit from the wheel in some way. Even our recreational activities, from rollerblading in the park to spinning the roulette wheel at a casino, are influenced by this ancient invention. And so it seems, the wheel is not just a relic of our past, but a cornerstone of our present. It's an invention so versatile, so universally useful, that it's become woven into the very fabric of our lives. The wheel, in all its forms, keeps our world turning. Can you imagine a future without wheels? Neither can we. The wheel, this humble yet revolutionary invention, has become so deeply ingrained in our world that it's nearly impossible to envision a future without it. And why should we? The wheel isn't just a relic of our past, but a key to unlocking our future. Sure, we may be on the cusp of a future full of hoverboards and flying cars, but even in the most high-tech scenarios, the fundamental concept of the wheel remains. After all, even a hoverboard relies on friction and forward motion, principles that we've been harnessing since the dawn of the wheel. And speaking of flying cars, let's not forget that even our most advanced aircraft still touch down on good old-fashioned wheels. Until we've mastered the art of teleportation, we'll still be needing wheels to get us from here to there. But let's not just think about the wheel in terms of transportation. The wheel is also an integral part of countless machines, from the gears in a watch to the turbines in a power plant. Without the wheel, these technologies would come to a grinding halt, quite literally. Yet, the wheel isn't just about movement, it's also about connection. Just think about the internet, data whizzing around the globe, following paths that are, in a sense, digital wheels. While the internet may not have physical wheels, it still operates on the same principles of movement and connection that the wheel embodies. Looking ahead, we can expect the wheel to continue to evolve and innovate. We may see wheels made from new materials, wheels that can change shape or size, or even wheels that can generate their own energy. But no matter how much they change, they'll still be wheels at heart. So, as we stand on the brink of a new era, let's raise a glass to the wheel. This simple yet profound invention that has carried us from the Stone Age to the Space Age and shows no signs of stopping. Whether we're zooming into the future on hyperloops or self-driving cars, one thing's for sure: we're still going to need the wheel.